Specky fans, I hope you can see me because I'm having to use a different camera because my son's broke the screen on my smartphone. So this video's quite a little bit different. It's a little bit special in a couple of ways. Really, it's a video I should have already done because I wanted to demonstrate the toast rack development machine that I picked up, and I never did it, and then I dumped the ROM with help from Owen, and he then took that ROM away, diffed it and did his magic on it, and then he's also now brought out of the development ROM a new ROM called Derby Plus. Name comes from the code name for the 128 toast rack while it was being developed by Sinclair. The development machine has got a different ROM in it than the UK machine has. It's also dated. It's Derby version 1.4, and I think it was 1985 it was dated. It's actually dates hard coded into the ROM code just before or after the code for the calculator, which actually also ties in with the case too, because the case inside's stamped 16th of November 1985 if I remember correctly. So going back to the Plus Derby Plus ROM that Owen's created, he's had a couple of extra features basically features that Sinclair should have put there. If you hold reset and release it while you're pressing the brake key, the machine boots to 48K mode, and if you reset the machine while holding the enter key, the machine auto loads a cassette, so you don't have to type load or click onto the tape load. Well, there isn't a menu on it anyway, but I'll show you that. So first of all, I'm going to demonstrate the development machine. So this is the 128K development. It's slightly different looks wise than the UK release. It's got the white badge of the Spanish Spectrum, and also the badging's same as the 48K. Don't know if you can see, can't quite get it into the light, but you just about see there the Sinclair's black and the ZX Spectrum's red. So if I switch it on, you see no menu, you've just got ROM 0 Sinclair Research Limited Derby, and I'll show you that. Now this would be where you'd boot this machine if it were a UK machine. You'd now be on the menu on the screen, where you'd have your tape loader, your 128 basic, your 48 basic, your calculator and your tape tester. There's none of that here. You've just basically got ROM 0 and ROM 1. The ROM 0's the 128K editor ROM, and if I go into ROM 1, you'll see it's exactly the same, just slight different copyright. Now, it's pointless really doing anything else other than showing you this because it's still just a Spectrum. There wasn't much difference with the code. The 48K section of the ROM didn't have the keypad scanning routines in it, if I remember right, if that's what Andrew said. And it's basically the Spectrum, the Spanish 128 Spectrum ROM with the slight variation on the screen, what you can see now, the copyright message, and also the date, which was found to be inside the 48K ROM. So you get your error. Trying to remember how you met the little bug come up. I've only ever seen it once because I've not really used this machine because I didn't want it to break or blow up, and then that'd be it. Because for all sense and purposes, as far as we know, this is the only development machine left. So I'll switch this one off and I'll show you the new ROM. So I'll just move this one out of the way. I didn't see it point in getting my other Spectrum 128 toast racks out, what I've got the standard UK ROM in, and showing you that because everybody's seen the UK toast rack. You all know what the menu looks like, etc. So this one goes to, let's change channel. This one goes to the same copyright as the 48K, but it also has the good bits, what I like, the good bits out of the development and Spanish ROM. See, this is 48K now. Oh, that's strange. That's better. Yeah, that's how you'd load your tape anyway, as you know. You press enter. But now you don't have to. So if I just reset it, we'll go back to this is the 128 ROM. So you'd type your load and press enter, but instead of doing that, what I'll do is I'll press reset while I'm holding enter, and that's it. It's ready and waiting for a cassette. So I'll get my tape out, sat here ready and waiting. I need to do this one-handed, so it's taking longer than I would have liked. Right, straighten screen back up, so I'm not going to touch keyboard. In fact, I'll reset it and I'll show you again. Right, sorry about the light, it's night time. So we're still on the 128 editor ROM. So I'll reset it, so I'm not going to touch keyboard. Right, I'll press play and pause. That's ready to run. What I'll do is I'll reset it and hold down enter. How cool is that? Gotta thank Andrew Owen for that. That's a useful feature. Something Sinclair should have put in there to start with. Now I use that tape for a reason, and when there's an error on cassette, it beeps, and that's something else that the English machine doesn't do. What if it does? I've never heard it. So this time I'll reset it with the break key. We're now at 48. Oh, we're not. Missed it. I got it that time. That didn't beat this time. So those were the two slightly different 128s that I've got. I think I'm going to keep these like this now. I don't use the development machine much for obvious reasons. This one I'll use because for all intents and purposes it's just a English or UK release toast rack with this new Derby Plus ROM installed. So yeah, we've obviously got to thank Andrew Owen for this new development mix-up of a Derby Plus ROM that is created. And there is other features. It supports all UDGs, and I can't remember exactly what it says, but you'll find all the information on the ZX Spectrum Forever Facebook page if you go there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.